what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am Tyrone, and today on the channel we have a trailer that came out like last week, and I didn't get a chance to get to it, but I'm getting to it right now. This is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. This is the teaser trailer for this. Now, Lee Cronin is a man that directed the addition, I don't want to say a remake, but the addition to the Evil Dead series with Evil Dead Rise. I really liked that movie. This guy, Lee Cronin, has a finger on horror, especially movies that have a reputation, because like freaking Evil Dead has a huge reputation when it comes to Ash and Sam Raimi and stuff like that. And if you can write a really good story that's based off of something that's already here, that's really good. And because it's always going to be compared to what the original was. This film is probably going to be compared to what the numerous mummies were. Now, the ones that came out with Brendan Fraser in the 90s and the 2000s, that was more of comical, and apparently there's going to be a fourth mummy film coming soon. So this is not going to be confused with that. But the only other mummy film that I believe was like a horror film was the one in the 1930s. So Brendan Fraser's films, those producers and those writers, they wanted to take it from a horror genre and turn it into an action adventure thing. But this guy writes horror films. Okay, Lee Cronin, if you haven't seen Evil Dead Rises, see that movie. Okay, but let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's see what we got with this teaser trailer. Warner Brothers. Of course, James Wan's gonna put his name on this. I like, man, crazy. What happened to Katie? Oh. Seeing it, written and directed by Lee Cronin, of course. Oh man, I like writers and directors when they're a combo, perfection. And when they are in that lane, man, let me tell you something, Jordan Poole, you better step up. You better step your game up, man, in this horror business, man, because there's other people that's coming for the best original screenplay, especially if they get nominated at the Oscars. Because this guy, and then they just said weapons director. I'll get back to it. It was his name. Of course, I know him. I love the guy who directed and wrote Weapons as well. But Lee Cronin, he's good. He is really good. To see where this film is gonna go, in respects to, okay, so here's it said what happened to Katie, and I did read one of the synopses over here that it said a daughter goes missing and then she comes back, and she's different, of course, and stuff, and the whole mummy thing is within that aspect. I think Lee Cronin does very well when it comes to family horror, because if you, spoiler alert for Evil Dead Rises, if you haven't seen that film, it came out in 2024, the mother in that film becomes possessed and becomes a deadite, and they're trapped in this one building. But what me and Devin said on Most Room Opinions movie channel that I did with him, we said we never saw a horror film, especially within that world of Evil Dead, where what do you do when your family is the person that is the monster? What do you do? You have so much love for this person, you don't want to kill this person, or stuff like that. It's a lot of feelings that's within it. So whatever evil entity probably that's within this film, or there's that little girl there, their family is going to be affected by it. And that puts more tension within the script and more tension within the film, so the audience can feel that. You know, say it again, to be a good writer of a story, put your characters through the ringer. Okay, that's what you got to do. But yeah, I'm down for it. I'm gonna be seeing that. I'm gonna be doing an out of the theater review for that. My next out of the theater review, because I'll be getting back to that, will be what's that, 28 Years the Bone Temple. I will be doing that one, so look out for that in this weekend and the next week. But yeah, get in the comments, let me know what you thought about this. Are you a fan of Lee Cronin? The only other Lee Cronin film I've seen other than what this is going to be is Evil Dead, and I think he has a huge horror career, you know, ahead of him, because he is really, really good. So get in the comments, let me know what you thought about this, and if you did like my reaction, please hit the thumbs up or leave this up at the channel more than you know. And if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything I do right here on Your Basic Reactions. And there's a video that's over here. That could be anything. I do a lot of things on this channel, and I only do reactions that I really feel like doing, and reactions that you guys get in the comments and tell me that you guys think would be good to react to. I don't oversaturate it anymore, but that's something. I think you should watch it. Okay. Have a good one. I will see you in another video. Peace.